Hi everybody, it's Cindy Utter here at Artsy Endeavors. We're going to do another I Am page in our I Am journal. Today, my word or my feeling, actually a dear friend of mine just gave me this cutout. And I think it says a lot. I am worthy. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a page based off this cutout that I received today. I am going to talk through the process. I hope you don't mind me jabbering. So we're just going to go ahead and start this page. Today I'm going to start out with Dylusion paints. This one has not been opened yet. And I'm going to start with squeezed orange and lemon zest. So we're just going to go ahead and play and see what happens. The only thing I know is that I'm going to use the word worthy. While I do these pages and when I figure out what my word is going to be, well, I wish you could see the vibrancies of these colors. They just pop. This camera does not do them justice at all. They're amazing. Anyways, as I was saying, when I do these words or when I work in my I Am journal, it comes from the heart. And while I'm doing these, I just kind of think, all right, my word is worthy. What am I worthy of? There's a lot of things that we can say. There's a lot of times that you don't feel worthy, especially when you're dealing with a chronic pain or something of that nature. Whether it's a chronic pain or an illness or some type of an issue in your family. And I didn't gesso these pages this time, just so you know. I'm not sure why, but I didn't. So what do we feel worthy? What are we worthy for? I am worthy. I think I'm worthy of love. Aren't we all worthy of love? Really, what are humans here to do other than to love? We love each other. We love our pets. Sometimes we love our families, depending on, the mood they're in. What are you worthy for? It's kind of a difficult question sometimes. You wonder, and you really have to take stock of yourself and wonder, am I really worthy of being able to play in my paint? Am I worthy of having a nice home and having family and friends that surround you? These are questions I ask myself. I love these paints. I just love the way they just pop. They make these pages just pop. So I hope everybody's been doing well. I love, love, love the pages that you've been putting on our website, or I'm sorry, our Facebook page. I really love them. And I hope this gets you thinking about yourself and thinking about you, that you are a good person. And you know what? You are worthy. And you are. Look at that. It's going to pop right off that page. We're all good people. So I'm going to leave these out. I've decided to play with a few things here. I'm just going to let this dry a little bit. It doesn't take very long to dry. I'm going to hit it with the heater real quick. Okay, that was quick. All right, let's see. I'll play with some stencils. I really like this stencil. And I think I'm actually going to get some of the Dina Wakley paints out. I just got this lapis the other day of Dina Wakley's. I haven't tried it yet. And excuse my squeaky chair. I still have my squeaky chair. I'm going to try this color. I'm gonna stick a little bit here on the side of my book. It's a no stick pad. If I can get it open, that is. Ooh, I love it. Look at that color. Can you see that? Isn't that amazing? Now, I probably should use a stencil brush. And you know what? I will. I'll use a stencil brush for a change. Usually I like to use my makeup sponges, but today I'm actually going to use a stencil brush. So this stencil, I have no idea. I don't keep my stencils in their packaging, as you know. I just don't. So let's see what this looks like. Again, this is just play. I am just playing. I like it. Using up the products that I have and just seeing where it goes. Normally I don't have a plan for a page. I just go with the flow. A little bit more color there. Look at it. I love it. Let's put a little blob of you up in here. Just because we can. I'm going to put the Worthy here, I believe. You know what? I still want to put this over here. I'm not using a whole lot on this. This is just, actually right now all I'm doing is using what's up on the brush. Just kind of using what's left. Of course I have bristles falling out. If you noticed, I did have a Martha Stewart brush that fell apart on me. So I actually contacted the company and I have sent the brush back to the company. They want to see it. I'm not sure why. Well, I do know why, because I didn't have the packaging. Let me ask you, do any of you have the packaging from the paintbrushes you bought? I sure don't. And they wanted the UPC off the packaging. And I told the lady, I said, you know, I don't have the packaging. I take the paintbrushes out of the packaging and I throw it away. So then they decided they needed to see the paintbrush. Okay, that's fine. I'll send you the paintbrush. Let me go ahead and dry this up. I want this calmed down. I love the vibrancy, but I want it to calm down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some just plain old white gesso. I put it in this container because I really like the idea that I can just squirt it out. And I'm actually going to put some gesso on here, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe and wipe a lot of it off again. So, oh, fingers got in the way, sorry. I just want to kind of calm it down a little bit. That wasn't quite dry, but that's okay. Kind of calm down my edges a little bit. There we go. Uh-oh, that wasn't dry. That's okay. Right? Well, maybe I'll leave that alone so I know that it's dry. It kind of calms down this yellow a little bit. And I actually want a brush to do some of this with. I've been trying to learn how to do not quite so much product on the table so that I don't end up having to paint a whole ton load of papers or have to end up wasting a lot of it. So I'm learning. There we go. It's just kind of taking the edges down a little bit. Again, I don't have a plan. I'm just playing with colors, playing with techniques, just enjoying the process. I'm thinking about my word, you know, that I'm worthy. So anyways, that paintbrush that I had of Martha Stewart's, and I'm sorry for any Martha Stewart lovers out there, but I've never been a fan of hers. But be honest, I probably saw the paintbrush on clearance or on sale or whatever, and decided I wanted one, and then the entire bristle clump came out of the handle. So whatever it was glued into here, it just came right out. And I got looking it over. It was made in China. Huh, does that surprise me? No. Alright, so I've just put a little bit of white around there. Now I still want to add a little bit more white to this. So I've got another stencil. This one actually says on it, The Crafter's Workshop. And it's TCW 481S, like Sam. So I'm going to, and I'm not doing this with that brush. I need my makeup sponges. Pardon me, I just have to figure out what I did with them. Ah, they're right in front of me. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to make you move. Soon I will have a camera that will be mounted on here permanently. This is just a little webcam right there, and it's mounted on a stick. So very soon I will have a camera. Trying to find my white one. I try to keep these to certain colors. You know, this one, of course, is pink and purple, blues and greens. I'm trying to find my white one, and I don't see a white one in here. So, there's a nice orange one. I'm going to use this one, which has not been used. Again, I'm just going to use my stencil to just bebop some white on here. Like it. It's just so fun to play with the background, isn't it? Just think of everything we can do with the backgrounds. There's so much we can do. Someday I'd love to do a background just completely with stencils. I think that would be neat. Hey, a challenge. Love it. Love it, love it. Today I didn't put any music on because the last couple times I've recorded videos, I really enjoy working with music on, but the last couple times I've recorded videos and my radio has been on, YouTube has stopped my videos because of copyright issues. So I'm trying to learn how to create without music on until I can get a decent headset. Alright, so we've put some white on there now. I'm going to go ahead and dry this up real quick, and then we're going to start working on some stamping. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to shut up these paints. I'm still undecided as to whether or not I like these little pots. Not sure. Haven't decided yet. All right. I want to put some washi tape on here, just because I can. And it's going to be random. And let's see what we're going to do with it. Not sure if I'm going to like the washi tape on here. And I can tell you right now, I do not. So, that washi tape will be used somewhere else. See? It's no big deal. If we don't like something, take it off. Besides that, I said I was going to do some stamping, but I still want to put some washi tape on here. Now, I love this. Like I said, this I believe is going to go right here or right here. Maybe on this side. Let's see what this tape looks like. We like it? I like the tape, but not on this background. I would like to have some solid blues, but... Oh, come here, washi tape. If you see my bucket of washi tape, this is my bucket. It's a galvanized steel bucket that I actually had downstairs in my stained glass studio. And brought it up here with the intent of putting in things that I used an awful lot, like, you know, how you always use a certain pair of scissors or that kind of thing. Well, it ended up being a washi tape bucket, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think I really like it because I can't tell what washi tapes I have anymore. So I think they are going to end up back in their box where they can lay out straight and I can figure out which ones I have. So for now, that's going over there. Alright, I did find one that might work. Ah, I just stuck my fingers in my gesso. Yay! It's all good. God, you don't want me singing for you. Alright, this one, I'm not sure. See the color? I'm not sure if I like the color with this color blue. Let's find out. I kind of like it. So guess what? Yep. It's going on. It's going on. So now instead I have a pile over here of stuff that I use all the time on my desk. So I think I am going to change it so that my washi tape is actually in my box again. Am I the only one that does that? I'm constantly rearranging. I'm always wanting to get my supplies easier to reach, better place so I can use them. This doesn't have to go all the way because we're going to cover it up with Worthy. But it seems like the organization for these art supplies is never ending. I'm always organizing. Okay, I like that. Alright, this is actually going to go right here. Now, what I'm going to use, I'm not really going to glue this down. I'm actually just going to use up these dots that I have because I don't like these dots. They drive me crazy. I'm just not a fan of them, so I want to use them up. So I'm just putting these scrapbooker glue dots down. Oops. See, they don't... Ugh. They like to make me angry. Not angry, frustrated. So we're just going to put them randomly along this so that it will stick down. One thing I will say about these glue dots is they definitely are sticky. Put this one. This is going to have to be a little glue dot, so we're going to cut it in half. Oh, there it is on my finger. Put it right up here in the corner. Okay. So we've got glue dots. And let's put this Worthy. Boy, this couldn't have fit more perfect in this book. Thank you, Tracy. Look at that. Worthy. Right? Put the H down. Alright, so we're going to add some black into that to bring that out again too. Now another fun thing I like to use, and I love this stuff. I'm going to wipe up this gesso so I stop sticking my hand in it. Okay. Another thing I really enjoy using is this. I bought these on clearance. I saw a couple bottles of them. Normally it's $8. I think I paid $3 for it. And I got them in Hobby Lobby. And it's made by Viva. And it's called Modeling Cream. And I actually have 3 different kinds. I have this gold. I have this. It's like a pearl. I don't know if you can see that. It's almost like a pearl. It is, actually, it's the name of it. It's pearl. And then I have this special effect paste, and this is called Graphite. I actually did some ATCs a while back, and we were doing them with a summer theme. And what I did is I did this through a stencil, and I made it like a coral. It turned out so beautiful. I love these creams. I've used this before to make as stars, and it sparkles. They're really, really pretty. Well, I haven't used this gold very much. This has gold in it, so I thought, you know what a great opportunity. It's pasty, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to find the correct palette knife that I want, which I think it's out in the living room, so I'm going to have to use this one. Alright. This is actually, it's supposed to go on the front of a card. Well, I use it as a stencil. So what I was thinking about doing is, because I'm worthy, right? This is about me. I'm actually going to take just a little piece of paper. I want to stick it in here so that it's over that washi tape. I should have done this before I put the washi tape on, but that's okay. So what I want to do is I just want to put these hearts here, and I thought, ooh, what a perfect time to use this gold, right? So let's see what it does. It's going to take a little bit to dry. Oops, I got to stir it up a little bit. It looks like it's kind of goobered. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at that shine. Can you see it? It's amazing. This stuff is so cool. I just love using it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I want gold hearts. Right? Oops. Hey, they're not perfect, but it's okay. I'm not perfect either. Now, how cool is that? I can't wait to show you these actually, you know, like up close. it's just so cool. So I'm going to do it again. And this one's going to be kind of difficult. First, I'm going to do this one here on the edge. Okay, so there's one. And then I'm going to do let's put them down a little bit, these 4. Oops. No! No, no, no! I'll fix that in a minute. I'll do these 4. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of goobered through, so I'll clean that up. This, I'm just going to let it dry. I don't normally, that goes in there. Just fixing that heart a little bit. No biggie. Now you have to see this. Aren't they cool? Look at that. Yeah, a couple of them's goobered up. You know what? That's okay. It's my journal. But I just think they are so cool. Now, what I'm going to do, we've got our worthy in here. I want to go around this with some black because I'm going to use my Pilot, multi-ball Pilot pen. This is like the Scarlet Lime pens. And hopefully I don't stick my finger in those. And really all I want to do is just kind of highlight my worthy. Let's see if it did anything. No, not really. That's okay, I'm still going to do it. Oh. Worthy, what am I worthy of? I think the first thing I'm going to put on here is love. And what I plan on doing is I'm just going to do, like I did on one of my other pages, I'm going to do some journaling on here. And I'm just going to put things that I am actually worthy of. And I don't think you're going to see this, but I can see it from here that I'm just outlining the worthy. I may end up going back in with another pen. I'm not really sure. I know I need to do something more to get this to stand out a little bit more. Or just to... I think I'm going to fill that in with gold. And that in with gold. So let's see how this stuff paints. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a small brush. I always wet my brushes, and I do this before I use anything. And the reason I do it is because I don't want it all to suck up into the bristles and all the way to the top to the end. Ooh, it looks like it's paintable. Yes, it is. I'll give it texture. We don't want it to look bleh. So let's give it texture, right? Texture. I like that. I'll put a little bit on my Y here. Just to give it a little bit of oomph. Right? Like it. Okay. Alright, so I am worthy. Now, here's the other thing I was thinking about doing. I'm thinking about maybe really bummed that did that. I don't think I'm going to do it with hearts, but I was thinking about how could I get my words on here and what I'm worthy of without making a mess. Let me think about it, and I will be right back. Okay, hi everybody, we're back. I did a lot of thinking and a lot of figuring out what I was going to do. At first, I was going to do like small bubbles around here, and I was going to put all the things that I was worthy, that I felt, you know, why I'm worthy in here, or things that how I'm worthy. But I decided not to do that. A while back when I went to a scrapbooking weekend, I made these little match booklets, and they don't have anything in them. And what I did is I wrote down what I feel, how I feel I'm worthy, and I put it in this little booklet. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take an ink pad, if I can get to my ink pads. I wish you could see my desk. You have to see this. Ready? Look at the mess. My ink pad's in here. But anyways, all right, I'll bring you back. Hope I didn't make you seasick there. Oops, it won't stay. All right, what I'm going to do is I've got this stamp, and it says Remember Daily. And I'm going to put this right on the front of this little booklet. Okay. So these are things that I need to remember daily. Now also when I was going through my stuff, and pardon me, I have wicked heartburn right now. Happens every time I eat spaghetti sauce anymore. I found this little birdie, and I just thought he was cool because he's orange. So he's going to go on here. Now, of course, I'm going to use up some more of these glue dots just to get rid of them. So I'm going to put 2 of them on the back of my matchbook. 1, oops, let's get you focused again, and 2. And this is going to go right here. My little birdie right now, he's flying upside down, but that's okay. We're going to put him right side up. He is going to go, let's make him fly that way. He's going to fly this way just because he can. Now, I also dug out my gold pen. However, I can't get it to write. I've tried everything but breaking it in half to try to get it to write, so it's not writing. This is going in the garbage. But I noticed on my stars I don't have my lines all the way up, so what I need to do is I need to find my other gold pen. I'm going to do that probably off camera. I'm going to extend my lines up. The only other thing I thought about doing was taking my Stabilo and going around these, and I'm not really sure if I want to do that yet, so right now I'm just going to leave it as is. So, you know, it's sweet and it's simple, but it is, I am worthy. And we all are. And I think it's just something good to think about. And I think everybody is. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, again, it's a short, sweet, simple page. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you share what you come up with. And thank you so much for joining me, and keep creating, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.